There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this update number 2 regarding a quick update on the coronavirus and what stats are looking right now for future visits. So, obviously, we're going to give people a couple of minutes to join. I hope you all had a great day. You made the best of it, and you got stuff done. So again, just try to make the best of it. Today I think I did a little bit of work today. I had 2 online classes. Tomorrow I have 2 online classes as well. And Friday I also have 2 online classes. So basically, just a bunch of online classes right now. Well, yeah, that would make sense. He's deceased. That's yeah. Permanently or just temporarily. So a couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about because there's just been a lot of stuff that has been coming in from the media, obviously. Pitbull, that's a good question. This is not a Q&A live stream. This is just another update regarding the coronavirus. As of right now, my trip to Pennsylvania for Easter is up in the air. It's a 50-50. I will know by the first week of April if that is happening. Again, I might go there a little bit later on in the year. But right now, that is up in the air. Smith Haven, another thing I wanted to go over. For the foreseeable future, I am forced to unfortunately push it back about 2 weeks. So look to an April 18th date. If that changes between now and then, which it most likely will not, I will let you know. Okay, thanks for the tip. But I have a lot of other stuff to worry about right now. But thanks anyway. No, we're not doing one of those till Friday. As a matter of fact, I don't even know how long I'm going to stay on here because I kind of have other stuff to do. But I wanted to give you guys a couple of quick updates regarding mall visits and stuff. So I believe we're going to be looking at mid-April, unfortunately, for Smith Haven, as much as I would want to. Well, as long as your grandparents stay in self quarantine and they put the masks on, like this morning, I went to like 4 different supermarkets. I went to, I think it was Stop and Shop, ShopRite, Aldi, and then the dollar store. I had to have a mask on and gloves on the whole time. So hopefully that won't be much longer. But I'm hoping we can flatten the curve by early April, and then excuse me, guys. Everything can somewhat get back to normal by the middle of the month. What it is looking like right now, I don't know what the college is going to say, but most likely I will be moving out of my dorm. I mean, I was going to move out of there anyway. There's not really much to do on that campus, so it's unfortunate, but there's not really much I can do. I mean, unfortunately, FDU was not a fun place to go, but there's not really much to do. I'm hoping by the middle of the month because right now I have a appointment scheduled for the 16th of April. So I'm hoping by the 18th I can make a trip out to Smith Haven by then. So I'm right now Fairleigh Dickinson University, the Madison campus. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, that's where things are right now. Easter is up in the air, and Smith Haven is looking like the 18th of April. If things get better in the next 2 weeks, I will keep you guys posted. But right now, it is looking like April 18th will most likely be the date for Smith Haven and Macy's and Comac. Kmart in Penn Station is another toss-up right now. I know that's closing in May. What I might have to end up doing is maybe I'll go in one day if it happens that my college completely closes and we have um oh, you're dropping out of SA Life Academy? Okay. Hey, Fantech0104, how are you, man? Let me tell you, man, it has been absolutely insane. Just this morning, I was at 4 different supermarkets this morning. I mean, just stocking up on food. I mean, you got to let older people be older people. I think my grandmother this morning at the supermarket, she bought 12 different things of dog food. It's like she was never going to leave her house. I don't know. I think people are just getting crazy with this whole thing with the coronavirus. It's crazy. Oh, hey, Brandon plays 3645. How are you? What made you quit filming elevators? Just curious. And hello, Transportation 930. How are you? Oh yeah, I'm pretty good, Fantech 0104. Pretty good myself, but this whole thing, I don't think Publix was in Jersey City. I had to get different supplies for me and my grandmother. It's just been nothing but a very hectic week. I'm hoping that this madness can be finished by mid April. I'm hoping that we take the next 2 weeks, flatten the curve, and then hopefully we can get a temporary solution, and then eventually, um, we'll see what happens. What made you quit elevators? Well, I know with the coronavirus, but I'm saying like way before the coronavirus. What is Peapod? I don't even know. Oh, online groceries. Okay. Sorry, Fantech. I had to look that up. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think people are getting a little bit over exaggerated. I think they're just spending too much time watching the news, especially like the older seniors. I mean, I get it, because I mean they are the most vulnerable ones, but I'm like, I mean, you can't see the younger generation can't interfere with the seniors, but it's you got to let them be because when they get older people start to set their ways and stuff, so sometimes you just have to respect it. I mean, personally I don't really care, but sometimes you just have to respect the elderly. It's just the way it is you know Was it because you weren't able to get to many malls? Is that why? But yeah, but I mean it's pretty crazy with all this stuff going on. Excuse me. Yes, I mean, I had to get up at like 7 this morning just to go to like 4 different supermarkets, shower, and just so it's just been a long day. But there's not really much I can do, unfortunately. Um, so we'll see what happens with school. A lot of colleges are moving to now pretty much the rest of the semester is online. Commencements have gotten canceled. Hopefully, once this whole thing with the virus passes, the colleges will do a commencement, but maybe a little bit later in the month of May. But I believe that the rest of anybody's semester, my school hasn't called it off yet. I just know that Rutgers called off and said, listen, everybody pack your bags. You're going to be pretty much home for the rest of the semester. And they said that people in a couple of other colleges in Jersey, FDU hasn't pulled the finger yet, but I'm sure they're going to be pulling it very soon. Like from what I heard when I went on Monday, they said they're going to make a decision by next week on whether to hold the rest of the semester online, or to have the rest of the semester back there. I don't know yet what's going to happen, but it's most likely going to be home. Not bad. It's a little tricky. There's some professors who are, they're getting used to using the whole Zoom thing. Um, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I think personally, they're going to just do the rest of the classes online for the rest. Because honestly, by the time the ban of 50 plus people or more is no longer in effect, school's going to be over, you know? So there's really no point to keep school going in that instance. So yeah. Um, but yeah, that's new grade school uses Google Meet. Yeah, I think what my old high school is doing, I believe they're just doing stuff. Teachers are just sending emails and stuff, and they're like, if you need questions, just contact the email. Um, but but yeah, I mean the classes aren't going bad. But it's different. It's not it's certainly not the same with the whole learning thing. Yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna lean towards probably the rest of the semester to be home. I mean, to be honest, I'm 75% moved out of the room. So, and if they just give me a day next week to say, listen, this is the day that you can come back to the school and claim all your crap, then that's gonna be it. um, so I have, but I really have not been watching the news. I think people get just very over exaggerated with this whole thing with the coronavirus. It's just there's only so much that you can take in from the media, and I get it, but it's just when you sit there all day not doing anything and just sit there and watch it. People have to make the best of this. I think the worst thing for somebody to do is to waste their time in front of the TV and just watch it over and over and over again. It's we get it. We get it. It's a pandemic. Um, but but yeah, I mean, I'm working on my Mac all day with the FaceTime camera and everything. So yeah. Yes. Speaking of liquidation sales, this is a very important thing I wanted to go over. Macy's at Broadway Commons, the tall suburban department store in the United States of America, officially closed for the very last time yesterday. It was actually supposed to close on Sunday, March 22nd, 2020. But because of the whole thing with the coronavirus, that closing was moved to yesterday, and pretty much after that, I saw Pine Power LI's video, and it looked like that he saw people giving away clothes for free. Um, they were just giving clothes away to the homeless or something that live in that area, which is actually smart and probably for people too who might need it during this virus, which makes sense. I mean, if they're not going to be opened, then that's it. But a lot of stores are boxing up their inventory, because they're going to be closed. They're going to be closed for 2 weeks, probably 2 to 3 weeks. Again, it all depends on how this goes. I'm hoping by April 7th, things will start to get back to normal, because it would be nice to go out for Easter this year, but it's a 50-50. Hopefully they can flatten the curve by then, but yeah. No, not yet. They just closed the store because Macy's closed their stores nationwide. So that's why. Um, so, but no, they did not yet. So I yeah, and then so right now I think I'm going to be leaning a little bit more towards the 18th with Smith Haven just to be on the safe side. It's not because I don't want to, but it's just for the safety of myself, and hopefully by then this whole thing with the coronavirus will be over. I mean, I I I will just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, schools are closed until. Yeah, a lot of kids are using Google Classroom because every school now issues Chromebooks to everybody, unless you're in one of those expensive schools that issues MacBooks. Um, no, they're going to be taking them off probably after the whole thing with the coronavirus comes to an end. But they close the location because honestly, to operate it for another like 6 days, it just doesn't make sense. However, I believe now Sears liquidations are delayed. Getting back to Lenny A03's question, they are going to be delayed indefinitely. So, but we'll just have to wait and see, like I said. So, but yeah, no, this is not Q&A live stream number 40. This is a coronavirus update. Q&A live streams will resume once we get past this epidemic. So this ain't a Q&A live stream. for now. There's not really much I can do. But until we get past this epidemic, it's just going to be me talking about different updates about regarding the coronavirus. But yeah, that's what's in the cards for right now is Smith Haven probably looking like April 18th. And I don't know about Easter. It is up in the air right now. That's all I'm going to say. And then, so I'll be seeing Sears at Smith Haven and Macy's and Comac because they're both closing. And I don't know about Macy's in Harrisburg. I'm kind of 50-50 on going there. And then after that, we'll just have to wait and see for the announcements. Guys, I'm not doing Modell's at Monmouth Mall. And it's not even because of the coronavirus. It's just I'm not driving all the way down to Monmouth County to ride a ThyssenKrupp Aurora. I will be more than happy to go out to ride a 1969 Otis Lexan and a 1964 Seeburg elevator, but not for a ThyssenKrupp Aurora. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for me because it's a newer type of. These are older classic elevators that are probably never going to be used again. But I was glad that I got to Sears at Smith Haven before the craziness with the coronavirus, obviously. So, but yeah, man, next month, I'm hoping middle of next month, we can put all this nonsense behind us. So, but yeah, if I'd be going to Smith Haven, it would be in a month. It'd be literally a month from today, and it'd be on a Saturday. The plan ultimately, I'm going to time the trains and everything, and we will see what happens. Like I said, I'm not too far away from Secaucus Junction, so I can always just drive down there if the trains are a little bit more direct. No, I don't think so. Right now, Macy's is just closing. They just closed Broadway Commons. The next one to go in our area is going to be the Macy's store in Comac, and that has a 1964 Seeburg traction elevator. Might not look at it from the interior of the cab, but the exterior, it's still completely original 1964 Seeburg. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. And that thing is, I'm not going to drive down to Monmouth County for that piece of junk. So. Yeah, they're gonna remove it soon. That's gonna go, and then those parking deck elevators are gonna go too. They're doing a whole redevelopment plan, so they're gonna expand garage. They're gonna probably completely reconstruct a new garage A. Getting off topic of the coronavirus. And they're gonna do some new retail spaces in JCPenney. I believe it should be done by winter of 2020. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it could be really interesting to see how they're going to revitalize that former JCPenney store. Whatever Macy's stores were announced closing. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to go ride a ThyssenKrupp Aurora, by all means, Transportation 930, go for it. But I'm not wasting my time going down there for an Aurora. Now, Sears of New Brunswick, sure, because that was an Otis and that was classic. So that's why I did it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. But I'm glad I did when I did it. Now, as for Kmart in Penn Station, I would say probably mid-April. And probably right before I go out to Smith Haven, just to make sure that everything in New York is pretty much in the clear. But I would say mid-April. I'm looking at the weekend of the 18th. So, but hopefully things will get better, and hopefully we can just move on from this craziness. But yeah, I'm actually going to end this little update probably pretty soon. But anyways, so before I go, I just want to give you guys some quick tips. Once again, please make sure to wash your hands for 20 seconds, which is recommended by the CDC. If you don't know what that means, look it up on Google. Please make sure, will I go to Westfield South Shore? No, unless JCPenney announces that they're going to close that store. But anyways, so guys, before I go, just a couple of things. First of all, please wash these things for at least 20 seconds. Please make sure to avoid any crowds if you can. Social distancing is very important for this time. And let's hope we can flatten this curve so everything can get back to normal by mid-April of 2020. So anyways, guys, I will keep you posted if there are any further more updates. Oh, and one more thing before I go. All Simon malls will be closed until March 29th of 2020. Also, all malls in New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania have been ordered to close until the end of the month. So anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this coronavirus update number 2. And we will see you guys hopefully for a further update if anything else changes. So anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this coronavirus update, and we will see you next time.